Welcome to State of Tech, Windows Phone App of the Week. My name's Jared Hill. Today we're going to take a look at Rdio for the Windows Phone. Rdio, spelled R-D-I-O, is a music streaming application and service that you can have on your device and also on your computer. So Rdio is similar to services like Spotify or Rhapsody, those music streaming services where you pay a small premium per month and you have access to unlimited music. Now, I was always skeptical to that because I really liked owning the music that I like. You know, I'd go and buy the music from iTunes or from Amazon or whatever service I happened to be using. And then, of course, before that, we were all into CDs. So now I find myself listening to music only for a shorter period of time and then I find something else. And so I buy an album and I don't end up enjoying it for as long as I used to. You're probably the same way. There's lots of good music coming out these days all the time. So you buy an album, you listen to it for a little bit, and then it becomes one of those tracks in your media player that you never touch. And maybe you listen to it every now and then, but is it really worth spending that $10? Well, with Rdio, you could get unlimited use to it for $9.99 a month and use their app on your mobile device and stream all of your music. I know what you're thinking, streaming all the music is going to take up a ton of your data. However, you can download and save those music files on your device so that you don't have to stream. You just have to decide ahead of time, maybe when you're connected to a Wi-Fi, to stream and save that music to your device so that you could play it later. You don't actually own the music, but that's okay. It's always going to be available for you to play. So you save it to your device and you can listen to it in offline mode, or you can stream over your 3G or 4G connection. So on my device, of course, I'm a Mac user, and so on my Mac I have the Rdio app installed. I can create my own playlists and do all that stuff in that app, and then it syncs all that stuff right to my device. So when I'm in the app, right now it's showing me my collection, all the music that I have. I also have iTunes on my computer, and it synced up with my iTunes and made available all of the audio that I already had. All of the CDs and tracks that I've collected over the years are available for me to play. And I could stream those through here as well and also save them on this device. So Rdio is kind of becoming my new media player all around for music. So I could search by artist, I could go type in any artist and potentially find that artist, add them to my collection, save them to my device if I would like, or even create a custom playlist. And then I also have my playlists that I can view. I can go and view new releases or top charts, which is often where I go to find new music and decide whether or not I want to save that to my collection. Your collection is kind of like your music library, where you have all of the music that you've saved over time. And then also recommended, which is pretty neat. What I like is the heavy rotation section. The heavy rotation lets you view music that you listen to often and music that your friends listen to often. This is kind of a social app as well because you can connect with your friends on there and see what they're listening to. They can see what you're listening to, and you can share playlists and all that stuff. So often I take a look and see what some of my friends are listening to. So heavy rotation is really neat. Recent activity is really neat. It's kind of like your history. You have the ability to go in there and view music that you've recently listened to and that some of your friends have recently listened to. So that way you can just go right back to maybe a CD you were listening to before. I haven't seen too many music players do a good job at this, kind of having a history. You kind of have to remember where you were at. So of course this application is a free download, but it's not really useful unless you have a premium account with Rdio. They do give you a trial, so I recommend that you go and download Rdio onto your computer and then download the Rdio app and give it a try, because they give you a little free trial to get the full experience of Rdio. I think you're really going to like it. It also, the Rdio service, pipes what you're listening to over to your Facebook if you want to share your music with your friends. It's just a really neat social music experience, and I've saved tons of money by not purchasing albums anymore, but actually just subscribing to this service. And I know that the artists are getting paid, and I don't have to waste as much money on albums that I may or may not listen to as often anymore. So right now it's $9.99 for an unlimited account, and I actually have an account for my wife and I, which is $17.99 a month, and my wife and I have unlimited access with our own accounts, so she doesn't have to share, like when she shares my Pandora account, and Pandora has all these weird things that I play, that it wants to play for me all the time. So Rdio, very cool application for the Windows Phone. I listen to Rdio all the time and recommend that you check it out. That's why we featured it as this week's App of the Week on State of Tech Windows Phone App of the Week. We'll see you next time.